That little bitch, you can fuck with me if you wanted to. These expensive.
Brisbane mother finally diagnosed with unusual cancer after 7 years. The mother of two's debilitating symptoms were regularly fobbed off as irritable bowel syndrome and endometriosis. On one occasion she was even given a prescription for purified water by a practitioner who believed she had a parasite. But after years of suffering and searching for answers, Amanda Stork's instinct that something was terribly wrong was sadly confirmed when at the age of 29 she was diagnosed with neuroendocrine cancer, NET. A little-known disease. Unicorn Foundation Chief Executive Simone Lydon said NET was commonly misdiagnosed and up to 80% of patients were in the advanced stages before receiving a correct diagnosis. For most medical professionals, NETs make up one paragraph in a medical textbook, but we have more than 10,000 known cases in Australia and another 1,800 patients expected to be diagnosed within the next year, she said. Breast cancer, the warning signs you should be watching for 1:17. Like any cancer, early detection in breast cancer gives you a much better chance of survival. Here are some warning signs to look out for so that you know when to seek medical attention. Amanda Stork, 35, was no exception, with a surgeon discovering a tumor on her bowel by accident when performing an emergency operation to remove the anally resident appendix. 2 days after being told she had cancer, Amanda Stork and her husband Philip, who had been trying for a baby using assisted reproduction for some time, learned she was pregnant. It was quite an emotional time going from a diagnosis of cancer to finding out you're pregnant with your first child as well, she said. 10 weeks after the birth of her eldest son Eli, 5, Amanda Stork had surgery to remove part of her bowel. Now, she must undergo 6 monthly checks to make sure the cancer has not returned and treatment to manage the symptoms of a syndrome associated with the disease. She is determined to warn others about the need to fight for their own health. You just know when something isn't quite right and isn't resolving, and if it starts to impact on your quality of life. You have just got to keep going and keep trying, she said. Keep reading up on reputable publications, and talk to as many people as you can just to try and figure out what it could be, because it could be this. Yesterday was World NET Cancer Day.